I sat in my car longer than usual that night, not because I was tired, but because I was staring at a single white line painted on concrete, a line my neighbor had finally crossed. And in that moment, I realized something. I didn't need to argue. I didn't need to complain. All I had to do was park differently. If you've ever dealt with a neighbor who slowly pushed boundaries until they disrespected you outright, hit like right now. Subscribe if you enjoy the kind of revenge that's silent, legal, and incredibly satisfying. This happened in Maple Ridge Apartments, a quiet complex on the edge of Cedar Falls, the kind of place where everyone pretends not to notice each other. Assigned parking, 2 spots, side by side. One was mine. I drove a compact sedan, lived alone, and had a habit that mattered more than I realized at the time. I always backed into my parking spot, not aggressively, not crooked, just neatly, tight on the passenger side, leaving plenty of room on the driver's side. I did it because I liked my doors. I did it because I respected other people's cars. And for a while, my parking neighbor did too. Let's call him Derek. Derek also lived alone. Derek also parked thoughtfully. He pulled in forward, hugging his passenger side, which meant our driver doors faced each other with a generous, respectful gap in between. No door dings, no stress, no silent resentment, an unspoken truce. The kind you don't even notice until it starts to slip. It didn't happen all at once. It never does. One evening, I noticed Derek's tires were a little closer to the line. No big deal. Another day, closer, still manageable. But something in my chest tightened each time I parked. A quiet awareness. He's drifting. Then came the night that changed everything. I pulled in, backed up, straightened out, and stopped. His tire wasn't near the line. It was on it. White paint beneath rubber. Crossed. I felt it before I thought it. That subtle heat behind the eyes. That clenched jaw feeling. It wasn't about the space. It was about respect. I sat there with the engine idling. I could still park, still squeeze in, but something inside me said, if you let this go, it keeps going. I didn't honk, didn't leave a note, didn't call management. I did something far simpler. For the first time, I pulled forward into my spot. I eased my car as close to the line as legally possible. Inches. My passenger door could still open. Barely. But his driver's door? No chance. I shut off the engine and walked away, heart pounding harder than it should have. The next morning, I glanced out my window. Derek's car was gone. When I returned that evening, he had parked far from the line. Almost exaggerated. Message received. But I wasn't done yet. That night, I parked the same way again. Forward. Close. Precise. Not angry. Deliberate. After that, everything changed. Derek went back to hugging his passenger side. I went back to backing in. The space between our cars returned. Peace restored. No words exchanged. No notes left. No confrontation. Just a correction. The most satisfying part? I never had to say a thing. He learned the lesson the moment he stood there, groceries in hand, staring at a door that wouldn't open. And I learned something too. You don't always need noise to be heard. Sometimes the best revenge isn't dramatic. It's calm, measured, and perfectly fair. Boundaries don't always need signs or speeches. Sometimes they just need a line. If this story made you smile, hit like, subscribe for more quiet, clever revenge stories, and tell me in the comments, what's the most satisfying silent one you've ever had?